Hello YouTube, my name's Imogen and this is my 9th video. Okay, so I have some explaining to do. On the weekend I did go out to town with a couple of my girlfriends. I had a really good time. I said that I was going to film my makeup look and I completely forgot. I was at my girlfriend's house getting ready, so that's why I forgot. I didn't have anything with me and I also didn't really have anywhere to set it up, and I don't know, it's kind of weird filming in front of someone else. You get kind of embarrassed. So I didn't film my look. However, I did look awesome and I looked really good, just putting that out there. I'll put a little picture in front of my face now. This is what I look like. This is me with a couple of my girlfriends. I had silver eye candy glitter on my eyes. I had false lashes, a fresh tan. My nails were all done nice. My hair was done all nice. I felt $1 million. And I was gonna redo that look, but then I thought I'll try something new. People that are my friends on social media have seen the look that I did, and I mean, it's pretty similar to doing this, it's just different colours. This technique's the same. So I thought I'd try out a different glitter look to show you, and I've got 4 different eye candy glitter colours, so I will use them in other makeup looks that I do. Coming up to Christmas, I like to use glitter and I like to get really creative with my Christmas makeup, so I will use all the different glitters in that anyway. I thought I'd show you a different makeup look. Today I don't have obviously my hair done, my tan is fading, my nails are awful, and I don't have eyelashes because someone got pretty drunk on Saturday night and can't hold their liquor anymore because they haven't drank in over a year, and had a shower and lost the lashes down the drain. So I don't have any lashes for today's look, but I just did a really nice glitter eye look, sort of a darker, more like a reddy tone, which is actually really nice for Christmas or like autumny time, which is now in other countries apart from where I live. So enjoy.
Okay, so I started off, I'd already done my base. You know how I do my foundation and all that, so I don't really need to go into that. But I didn't do my eyeshadow primer. So this is my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer as always. So I've popped that on all my lids, pretty much all the way up to my brow bone, just maybe a centimetre down from my brow bone. My little wiggle worm in the background making lots of noise. Alright, and I just blend that in with my finger. Remember, you've got to be really quick because it does get quite tacky as well. So make sure it's still sort of damp a little bit when you're putting on the eyeshadow. Someone just needs a little bit of attention sometimes. I love his little laugh, it's so cute. Alright, so I'm going to go with my Too Faced. I'm going to be using Nude just as my base colour. I usually do like a lighter base colour, but because you're not actually going to be seeing it once the glitter's on, there's no point. I just needed something down there so that the colours will sit nicely on my eyelid and don't stick too much. I find lighter colours actually blend nicer on top of the primer than darker colours do. Usually I do just use my powder foundation for this, but I thought maybe I'll just give it a little bit of colour today. All over and underneath as well. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with my transition colour. This is my ChiChi palette, just classics, and I'm going to be using that second colour in there, just sort of that light brown colour. So that's just going to go in my crease almost all the way up to my brow bone. Like I said, it is just a transition colour, so this is just to give a little bit of depth. Make sure that you've got a colour in between your base and your darker colour, so it's not two completely drastic different colours, and also it just makes it all nice and blend properly. Alright, someone did get a bit hungry, so I had to take a little feeding break, unfortunately. Yep, he was hungry. Still feeding. Still feeding. Yep, Still feeding. Alright, 20 minutes later, I'm going to go in now with my Too Faced Strapless colour. So this is quite a nice like auburn colour. It's really nice and warm. So that's going to be my main colour. I'm putting that all over my lid, all on my crease. I'm not going too much higher than my crease with this, just making sure it's all blended properly. Now with my ChiChi palette Sunset, I'm going in with that really quite pink red colour. It's got a little bit of shimmer, and this is just going to go right on the crease area. So I'm just tidying up the excess around and doing it the same. So this is just my pop of eyeshadow colour. So this is my eye candy glitter. This is Pumpkin Pie. This is a super fine glitter. My silver and my gold is actually a lot chunkier than this. So I've put on the glue, which is basically just like water. It looks like water. So you pop it on. I do one at a time because it does dry within like 30 seconds and you've got to get that glitter on really fast. So I just pop the glue on, and then I use a flat brush and pack the glitter on rather than spread it across. I just like pat it on, and I've just popped a bit of glue underneath. You can see it there, and I've done it underneath the eye. And then the same with this one, you pop it on. It kind of sometimes goes in the eye and it stings a lot, so just be careful. I would say start on the outer corner rather than the inside corner, and once again just pack that colour on. You do need a little bit more of that super fine colour because it's more of like a thick powder rather than like the actual individual glitters like the silver and the gold are, but it still gives that same effect. It's still a really pretty colour. And underneath again, and dust off all the excess. It comes off quite nicely actually. Okay, now I'm going to go in with that darker shade, which is Risque, and I'm just going to pop that in my crease. I pop that on afterwards just because it can get lost underneath the glitter sometimes, so I'm just going to pop that on for a little bit of extra depth. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline Super Fine Liner, starting off at the edge and creating my wing. I want it nice and long and sharp, and then I'm just going to bring it in over my whole lid. I don't usually come right into the tear ducty area, but when I go out I do like it nice and dramatic, and because I did have lashes on the weekend, sometimes the eyeliner can get lost underneath the lashes, so that's why I like it just sometimes a bit thicker and a bit longer over the whole lid there. Gosh, your face looks funny without brows, doesn't it? Those big dramatic eyes and no eyebrows. Alrighty, I'm going to brush out the brows. Oh, the lashes now. My bad. Alright, I'm using the Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara, the best mascara ever invented, and coating up my lashes. Tops and bottoms. I still do this when I put fake lashes on as well, just because I like that extra dramatic flair. Now I'm brushing out my eyebrows. And I'm going in with the Oh Highbrow from Australis. It has that bottom strip is actually like a cream, and then it has two powders and a highlight powder. So I'm going in with the cream first. I'm actually using the brush supplied as well because it's a lot sharper than my eyebrow brush. So I'm just lining all of my brows, starting from just before the beginning of my brow and lining underneath, lining top, filling it in, and then I'm just feathering up the beginning of my brow so it's not too blocked. It looks a bit more faded and a bit more natural, and same with the other side. And feathering up the front now. Now I'm going to go in with my own eyebrow brush from my collection, and just using that second powder, which is the darker powder, just dusting that over the top so it looks a little bit softer, a little bit more natural rather than that waxed back eyebrow look. And obviously underneath the lip and in that little bow as well, just to make them look a little bit more defined. So I'm going to go in with that furthest to the right colour, which is a highlight, right at the apex of my brow, and then bringing it a little bit forward, but mostly just staying at the arch. And then I'm going to bring it in between the eyes as well, on the nose for a little contour, and in between the brows. So really nice highlighting powder. Oh yeah, on the lips too, that's always nice to make them look a little bit more full. Now, sorry about the state of my contouring set. This is my Stilla light contouring set. I'm using their Stilla brush as well. I'm bringing that light contour powder all the way under my eyes. I'm bringing it right out on the top of my cheekbone there, and right into the side of my nose. I'm also going to apply some down the nose, on my chin, just a little bit on my forehead, and just underneath my cheekbones there. And then I've just gone in with that dark colour down the nose, on the cheeks and around the forehead. So I'm just using a damp sponge and just sponging it in there, making sure it's all nicely blended and just sits nicer that way, rather than using a brush. Now I'm using my MAC bronzing powder, and that's just going to go over the darker contours as well. I love this bronzing powder because now my Studio Fix MAC foundation, and that's just going all over everywhere to set, remembering the earlobes, the neck, everything. My Savvy lip liner in Currant. It is a long lasting lip liner, and it's actually really nice colour, and it sits nicely on the lips. I do overline a little bit, but nothing too dramatic. No Kylie Jenner lips here. I just love that bigger, fuller lip look. And this is my Lime Crime liquid lipstick in Riot. It is one of my favourites. You'll see I wear it quite a lot in my videos. It sits so nicely. It's not like any other matte liquid lipstick I wear. I know from MAC there are some matte liquid lipsticks, and they're really drying, but I like this one. It's quite nice.
Thank you for watching. I hope that was entertaining for you. Sorry about my mid-session feed. One gets hungry and then needs to be put down for his nap, and he was not waiting for anyone. So I will put down below in my little description bar where I got all of the products from, and what brands they are. So if you are interested in using them, you can just go onto their website. Most things I use are relatively cheap, like the ChiChi palette, even the Too Faced palette, because it's a smaller one, it's a little bit cheaper. I hope that you enjoyed. I will see you in my next video. Have a very lovely week, everybody.